it's Eric with His&Hers HHQ, and for some reason I'm extraordinarily tired. So this is going to be a quick update. The engine, as you can see, is, well, completed. Let me get... That is what I was talking about, what I had seen. It looks like I gotta touch up a couple of the wires, but it's not like you'll really get to see much. It's because when it's all assembled, the wires will just about disappear. This whole thing will just about disappear. But believe it or not, there is a scratch-built magneto up under there. And of course the distributor. This is the distributor I had seen. I really liked the concept of this distributor. As a matter of fact, I just saw Papa's Model Car Room. His last video, I don't remember when that was. It was, I guess now 2 days ago. Anyway, that he was looking through a magazine. He was doing he's going to be doing a scratch build, the old 50s style salt strip racer kind of thing. And he was going through a magazine and he was showing distributors, and that's kind of what I was going for here in that one distributor. But yeah, so that's all pretty well mounted. The exhaust is mounted. The only thing is I have to get just a touch of filler up in there and then touch it up and you know, sand it and then touch it up, give it a little extra color there. But otherwise, this whole bit of everything here is done. And of course, I'm knocking this mess around, but not the body yet. The dash is just about ready to go. I want to get one more coat of black wash in the dials there, but otherwise the dash is actually looking pretty good. I'll get the bolts there, the bolt heads done, but yeah, so that's actually looking pretty good. I like the way that's looking. On to the body. So I got to looking at it, and this was my initial concept. I wanted to do something and maybe integrate these into the ears, but then, you know, it's, for me, it's just one of those things. As the build progresses, as the scratch building goes, the modifications go, the overall design will alter with time. So I have to work on this and get it to look like this. Now, I've got some sanding to do. I've got a little bit of filler in there, but that is together. And I want that kind of rounded off look there. I will get this smoothed out and then get this bit smoothed out. That way, once I have, and I've got them here somewhere, once I have the ear in place, this area right behind, immediately behind the ear, not here, but this spot here, will get an additional touch of styrene for added support, and I want that whole area here to blend. So once all that's done, I will get some putty in here and get some blending done once that's in place. So I want this to really blend. So just a little bit more, and then this side will be ready to go, and I'll get to work on this side. Everything now is the body mods. I did do a brief mock-up just to, when that goes in place, the wires are just about going to disappear. But I wanted to see where I was hood-wise. And again, since I lengthened it about 10 millimeters, I'm short about 10 millimeters up top. And that will be one of my next projects, getting 10 millimeters rounded out in the front. So of course I'm going to smooth all this out, get some filler in here, get it smoothed out, get a little bit more off of here, but otherwise it's, you know, pretty solid, looks pretty good. And then I'll need something on the front end there, here in this area on the radiator, as a upper support. But yeah, that's in place. I've got upper radiator hose to do, touch of lower radiator hose to do. I've got some more prime and paint for the little things that go with it. But I'm thinking there may be a Sunday video just to get, but there may not be. It may go into Wednesday because of how much I have to do in the way of body mods. Now, I'm going to be a little honest here. The Milliput, I've read the box, and I understand the whole mixing concept, and that I've got between 4 and 5 hours of play with it time, but it's just one of those things I'm kind of nervous about because I've never worked with Milliput. But I have seen it used a lot of times. Nobody's ever discussed while they're using it, you know, what kind of work and shape time they have, and then how long they have to wait for it to cure, and then they can get to sanding or whatever they're doing. Nobody's really ever discussed that, but I've seen it used and applied before. And I know with the whole magic of editing, I can see them apply it, and then, you know, a second later they're sanding it. So I know things don't work that well or that quick. It's just one of those things that I'm a little nervous about, because I do have plans here raising that up a little bit, giving it kind of more of that furrowed brow look, and quite possibly something up on the roof. But definitely like on the ears, on the backs of the ears, and give it, instead of a flat sheet, giving it just that little extra hump, that little extra meat. That's the word I was thinking about. Giving it that little extra meat to, you know, basically I want it to look more like an ear. And best laid plans and all. First off, those are, or will be, the torches. Let me see here if I can get this open. Daggum little baggie here. And whoop. These will be the tops of the torches. I have 2 of these. I'm going to attempt to run a bit of my really uber thin wire around the outside edge there as kind of a catch. But once that's situated and it's dry and ready to go, I couldn't seem to find any of those fancy cocktail sticks. So what I'm going to do is use my regular toothpicks and cut it in half, or cut one in half, sand it flat and smooth on the cut side, and then tack those to tack one each to each flat end of the toothpick. It'll become a torch. Now the concept was the torch was going to go somewhere in here, but with that ear in place, let me see here if we can get this right so you can see it. With that ear in place, that would be well, that might be a little no-go. We'll have to see where, how it's looking. But my next idea was here on the side. So, it's going to have the torches. They just may not be where I anticipated them to be. But otherwise, got a lot more modifications to do. But it is taking shape. I do like the way this is coming here, how it blends and flows into the top. The point is once this is actually done, once I've got all this done, it'll be a seamless flow. And, or at least that's the hope. But anyway, that's where we're at. We're chugging along on this thing. It's coming along real nice. And yeah, so real quick, I took a look, and I'm actually amazed at the amount of subscribers I have. It's not quite 500, well, short of 500, but I'm doing much better than I thought I would be at this time. And it's like, wow. I can't believe it. I have to thank you all. It's really humbling. I would like to do something for you guys. If and when I hit 500, I won't be able to do a kit giveaway. That'll be, we'll save that if I ever get to 1,000. And I do have a plan for that, and I think I covered it in a video several videos back. But I would like to do something for all of you. As I've said, I'm an Iraq war veteran. While we were in Iraq, we couldn't keep metal change with us, dimes, nickels, quarters, stuff like that. They gave us these cardboard discs that had a monetary value on it, like a 5 cent, 10 cent, 25 cent. We called them pogs. I wound up somehow with a great big stack of them. So if I ever hit 500, I'll put it out there in a separate video, 500 sub thing. And if you are interested, you'll be able to leave me a comment and send me an email, because I've been linking emails in video descriptions. Send me an email with your address, and I will send you out something like that. They have no monetary value here in the US, obviously, but they kind of mean something to me, and I want to share them with you. They're well traveled. They have a story. So, it's something that you can maybe set on your shelf with your kits or something. It would be up to you. But yeah, I just looked at all that and I was like, wow, I'm absolutely amazed. And again, all the great comments. I had a comment asking if I had an issue with somebody doing something along the lines of a Creatures of the Road themselves. And I have to be honest, and I don't have a problem with it, because I think that's why we all do this, is to share ideas and to inspire others to do for themselves. And if something that we do as a builder, in this case, my Creatures of the Road, if that inspires you to do something, by all means do it. That's a monumental compliment to me, that I inspired you to do something along the same lines. So it's a fantastic thing, and it's a humbling feeling. Again, thank you. But yeah, so that's where we're at. And again, there may not be a Sunday video, or I may do a brief. But yeah, between now and Wednesday, there'll be a lot more body work done. So anyway, I'm Eric with His&Hers HHQ. Yep, I'm tired. If you haven't yet, head on over to Facebook and follow us at His&Hers Hobby Headquarters. We are trying to keep up with things. I've got a couple more pictures to post, video updates and whatnot, but we are catching up, I promise. And as always, if you find this entertaining or informative, like, subscribe, share the content, keep spreading the word of scale model building. It's a fun and it's, for the most part, relaxing hobby. And as always, comment below, because it may be 5 minutes, it may be 5 days, but I do try to be interactive, and I do try to get back with you. And I always look forward to those comments. So again, thank you all very much, and have a good day.